Hey guys, so this is essentially my training log. So I'm 24 days into rebuilding the machine, as I'm calling it. And it was pretty funny. I started out weighing 280 in a typical fashion. Almost overnight, I hit 290 as soon as I started training again. And the reason I stopped was various injuries. And so I took quite a bit of time off just, trying to get that sorted out. In hindsight, I could have handled that better, but it is what it is. So here we are, and my goal was to be 282 pounds by the Saturday morning. It's Thursday. I woke up this morning weighing 282.6. So I'm ahead of schedule. And what I'm doing to achieve this is I'm doing two micro sessions, right? So they're both kettlebell sessions. And I do one first thing in the morning. I try to get that done before 5 a.m. And I mean, sometimes I'm a few minutes after, just, you know, because of various morning routine stuff. And that's working very well, right? It's just a quick little circuit and it's only minutes long, right? So it doesn't really take any time at all. And I don't eat until after the second session. So I have coffee maybe once a week. Right now, I'm trying to weed that out, but it's something that I enjoy. So, for instance, this morning I gave myself a reward for being ahead of schedule, and I went. I had a nice big, dark roast black, right? So that was pretty enjoyable, and I'm trying to be less of a jerk to myself. I've been extremely hard driving and intolerant towards myself and my own shortcomings as a human. And moving forward, I'm trying to treat myself like you might treat your best friend, right? So, I had a schedule. I thought, I should do something nice for myself, but it's not an excuse to cheat because you still have to do what you said you're going to do. So many people will keep their word to everybody but themselves, right? So, you know, I told myself I was going to do this 30-day program. I told myself I'm not going to eat until after my second session. So, I guess coffee with, just black coffee, I'm considering that not eating, right? Which I think is reasonable. Um, what else should I note here? So, just full disclosure, guys, this is me sharing where I'm at so that I can look back on it and potentially it's useful to some of you. So, also of note, I can see my cheeks. I'm leaning out in the face, which is partly inflammation and partly just, losing some weight. So that's quite nice. My eyes are looking tired today, which might be allergies, right? But I've been feeling a lot more mental clarity and my eyes have been brighter, less dark underneath, that sort of thing. Sleep quality has been really good. My postnasal drip has been reduced significantly, so I'm breathing better while I sleep, even though it's allergy season. So those things are all pretty big quality of life improvement. So as I said, I'm 24 days into a 30-day plan. So I've not deviated from that at all. And I'm just keeping an eye on the time here because I have to get back to the office. Yeah, I'm not deviating from that. I'm keeping my word to myself. And there's been things I've wanted to do. I've been recommended that I should add some weight to my one arm mace work. And I want to, but I'm not going to until the 30 days is up because I made a commitment to myself. So I think that's pretty important. So, if you're in a similar situation, you have someone who's coaching or mentoring you, be transparent with them. Say, listen, I'm going to stick to my word to myself and I'm going to do this, but I'm listening to what you're saying, right? So, short of doing something dangerous or foolish, right? Like a few extra days of me at a lighter weight in the grand scheme of things is not going to kill anything, right? So I'm favoring keeping my word to myself. So other things worth noting here for me to look back on later are, I'm down, I'm almost at my goal to be down 8 pounds by Saturday. And my shirts are feeling like they're fitting better. I don't feel like such a fatso, right? My pants are starting to fall off. I'm moving around, my day-to-day stuff much more quickly. So I want to encourage future me as well as, maybe current you, that it's not complicated, it's not difficult. It just takes respecting yourself and making yourself a priority to the extent where you will actually, you know, not do some other silly thing and just put a few minutes into yourself. Right? So if you do that and focus on keeping your word to yourself, you'll find that it's quite easy to improve your position. So that's all for now. Use the time you have.